Now listen, you. Just because I'm teaching you at home doesn't mean to say that you've got to get slovenly.
It's all right, Mum. I'll sit up straight at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yes. Now, look, let's get one thing straight. From 9 o'clock, this living room becomes a classroom. And guess what lesson number 1 is, Rogers?
Games.
Lesson number 1 is no pyjamas. Now, I want you back down here in your full school uniform. No pyjamas. Understood? Come on.
OK, we'll have to try and get through this pretty quickly, Tracy. Sorry to have to get you in so early, but paying customers get first call on normal office hours.
Oh, thanks. Make me feel like I'm getting charity.
I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you.
Well, how long have we got? Have I got to speak dead fast?
Tracy.
Yeah, well, you never could pay it if I hadn't lost my job.
I know, and that's why I'm here. That's why we've both come in early. So let's get on, see if we can give your case a bit of muscle.
Saw you come in your car this morning. It's a bit flash, isn't it?
Gets me about.
I haven't even got a bike.
Well, it's definitely not cornflakes I can smell.
Coffee?
Is it what I think it is?
Depends what you think it is.
Lochfine kipper.
Correct.
Very nice. Haven't bought me a kipper for a long time.
You still like them, I presume?
There's only one way to find out. Thank God some things don't change. Ah.
All right, I'll go. You stay and eat it while it's warm.
Hello, Eddie.
Hello, Anna.
Oh, this is a surprise. Paul will be pleased. Come in.
I hope it's not too early for you.
Oh, no, of course not. Paul, it's Eddie. Do go through.
Hello, Eddie.
Can I take your coat?
You just caught me in the middle of my breakfast.
I'm sorry, Paul. I should have phoned, shouldn't I? Go on, don't mind me.
No, it'll keep.
Looks like you're getting the 5-star service, Paul. I've not called it an anniversary or anything, have I?
No, nothing like that.
No, just a bit of a treat.
Don't let me interrupt you. You carry on. So, how are you, Paul? Life in the old dog yet, is there, Anna?
Can I get you some coffee?
No, thanks, Anna, love. It's a bit of a flyer this time, I'm afraid. Actually, I only popped round to get the address of where Gordon works. He was going to give me a ring about some business, but I need to talk to him sooner than expected.
Well, he hasn't gone in yet. He's upstairs doing some paperwork. I'll tell him you're here.
Oh, sorry, Eddie. I'd assumed it was a social call. Well, at least it'll save you a trip to the garage.
Right, come on, you sit down. And sit up.
Can't do both.
Now listen, I've taken the time off work to get you started on this. You are going to be the #1 pupil in my class. You are going to shine. Oh, and comb your hair before you come down next time, eh?
You're worse than Stitch.
Oh, who's Stitch?
Mr. Taylor, my form teacher.
What are you going to call me?
Well, I won't have to call you Miss, will I?
Shall I call you Rogers, or shall I call you Geoffrey?
Most of them call me Donuts.
I thought they called you Grandma.
Oh, it's just Mr. Taylor with his register. When he reads it out, he has nicknames for us all. Thinks he's dead funny.
Yeah, I bet. Now listen, I've planned the timetable for the week, and the first lesson on Monday is geography. So I've sorted out these for you. Okay?
And what's these?
Well, they're word cards, love. I do know a little bit about what I'm talking about. They're just puzzles, really. Just to get us started so I see how well you can cope, eh? You see, here's the names of all the different countries going in different directions. And you just have to find them and mark them. And then we'll go through the words later on in English.
These for the week, then?
These are for today.
It'll take me a week.
Well, then what if you won't get started?
Can't find any.
Jeff, you do realise that I'm going to have to be the cleaner, the caretaker and the dinner lady here, you know?
But I can't find any.
There's no such word as can't, Jeff.
There is for me, Mum.
OK, love. We'll go through them together then, eh? Here we are.
So, what do you think?
Is it important what I think?
Of course.
Well, I don't think I want to go through with it.
I think you do.
I thought it was important what I thought.
Tracy, I'm a solicitor. Cat and mouse word games are my speciality. Of course what you think is important. But me thinking I know the difference between what I think you're thinking and what you're telling me is even more important, okay?
They're not going to speak to me like that, are they, at the tribunal?
They might well do.
I definitely don't want to go through with it.
I think you do.
Well, they'll make me look stupid. I get all tongue twisted and confused.
Not after a bit of coaching from me. Okay, you're a little bit frightened. That's understandable. But don't let it get to you. Now, are we going to string this guy up, or are we going to wait until he gets someone into real trouble?
Sorry about that, Mr. Slattery. Halfway through a bit of calculator business. Got to keep everything straight, otherwise I'll end up a very rich man without a penny in the bank.
You don't need to talk to me about keeping the book straight, Gordon. I've been self-employed for 3 years.
So what can I do for you?
Well, I was hoping to see you at work. I don't want to interfere with the daily routine of the home.
Oh, no problem to us, Eddie. Old friends are always welcome, however brief the call.
Mum said you're interested in buying something. Or was it selling?
Well, it's a bit more complex than that. After our recent conversation at the golf club, I had an idea. Thought we might come to some arrangement that would be to our mutual advantage.
Are you sure I can't get you a cup of coffee?
No thanks, Anna, love. I'm a bit pushed. Look, Gordon, my car's outside. It might be easier to talk out there, if you wouldn't mind.
No, of course. Don't mind us. You carry on.
I'll just get my coat and I'll be with you. I'm sorry about that.
If you want any help or anything, you know where we are.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, I'll just keep the cold out.
Look, I don't want this to take forever, Gordon. You'll either be interested or you won't.
I'm sure we can sort something out.
This has to be very much between you and me alone. Is there a problem in that?
No problem for me. Is this the one you want to talk about?
No, this is Mrs. Slattery's, fortunately. At least this is one asset the receivers won't manage to freeze.
So what can I do for you? Or should I say, what can we do for each other?
Well, just at the moment, the firm needs to dig itself out of a hole. I thought a little extra unseen profit on the company vehicles might help me buy a spade.
So what are you thinking?
One of the pickup trucks. A couple of years old. The list price is 3.5. If you were to take it off my hands for 2.5, you could sell it at list price and we could split the difference.
50-50?
I wouldn't want to be greedy. 50-50 would do me.
In good nick, is it?
Oh, you'd have no problem selling it. I'd do it myself if I could clear the paperwork. I presume you'd have no problem in that department.
It's the easiest part of it. I buy it as a bargain, I sell it as a profit. Couldn't make a living if I didn't do that every day of the week.
I'm sorry to do this on your doorstep, Gordon. I only wanted your work address.
No problem.
Look, there's the address. I must get on. My feet aren't touching the ground. I'm sure you know what I mean.
Don't want to leave any tracks.
That's the one.
Listen, how soon do you want this sorted?
How soon can you come up with the cash?
As soon as I've seen the motor. What about lunchtime?
Do you want me to bring it round?
No, I'll come to you.
Look, tell your father I'm sorry to dash. I'll meet him at the club one night. Buy you both a drink on expenses. And don't worry about the receiver. They're weeks behind. Bye.
You know our weak link is still Nikki, don't you? She's still not been in touch.
Thought you were supposed to be my mate as well.
Well, just think about it. If you're intimidated by all this, think how she might be feeling. She might be worried that if you lose your case, she could lose her job as well. She'll be feeling pretty isolated too, you know?
Yeah, I suppose so.
What do you think about trying to see her?
What for?
To try and talk her into it. She's an important witness for you, Tracy. It's up to you. If you want a definite chance of winning, you need to find her and talk to her. So, go and do it.
Looks interesting.
Estate agent's bump from Kendal. Just keeping my eye on the state of the property market.
Oh, there's one round the corner here from Mother's.
Oh, how much?
No price, offers invited. Are we thinking of buying something?
Thinking of Gordon and Lucy.
Thinking of buying them a timeshare?
Thinking of their future financial needs.
I think they seem to manage very well without us thinking for them.
After a fashion. Just using my experience to prevent my family being bankrupted by your mother and her fancy man.
Gerald Fallon is hardly a fancy man.
Oh, what was all that about?
Oh, he just wanted me to do some business for him, that's all.
Didn't bother to say goodbye?
Yeah, I told you. He said to say cheerio. I think he's got rather a lot on his mind at the moment, Dad. Anyway, I'm off. See you later. Bye, Mum.
Bye. I think Gordon is more than capable of earning a good living.
He hasn't got a pension plan. He's got no long-term investments. And now your mother's throwing herself at this man. He stands a good chance of losing his rightful inheritance.
Mother will look after him. She's very fond of him.
Anna, I'm planning her finances, not plotting a takeover bid. Suppose she does marry this Fallon man and then, God forbid, dies. Everything she's got will go to his children. His children, we haven't even seen them. Gordon and Lucy, left with nothing. Because we haven't bothered to advise them.